This rhetoric will come up. We've got to talk about this now. The Fox News contributor Monica Crowley, she's here with us, and it just feels like it's another desperation from President Obama. You know, I guess in the White House, in the Oval Office, there's this red box with a glass thing that says, whenever your poll numbers hit an all-time low, break, and when you pull it out, attack Wall Street.
Yeah, because it's been a populist move now for a couple of years to go after the fat cats on Wall Street. I think of two quotes from President Obama. First, very early in his adult life, he spent a very brief time in the private sector, and he called it, quote, being behind enemy lines. So you know how he views the private sector. And then early in his presidency, Charles, he said something else. He said, quote, at some point you've made enough money. And he was talking about individuals there, but in this quote that he just gave about the banks, he said, look, banks are too often in the business of making money. Yeah. They're too interested in profits versus, you know, taking care of the broader economy. No, these banks are in the business of making profits, and it's not up to the government to tell them how they should be doing certain things.
How about this? If you really think that's the case, why do you bail out the banks? You know, I mean, this is what really drives me nuts. You know, President Obama was part of the team that, hey, helped put together the bailout. You bailed out the banks to complain about them later?
Right. Well, then when he came into office, what did he do? He immediately went after Dodd-Frank, what ultimately turned out to be Dodd-Frank. This, you have to take a step back and look at what he's doing with regard to Wall Street in these comments in the broader picture, Charles. This is a man who doesn't really believe in capitalism, is certainly engaged in a war on success and achievement and the free market. Yeah. And so this is all part of his fundamental transformation of the nation. He went after the main pillars of the U.S. economy, the healthcare sector, the energy sector, the industrial base, and of course the financial sector. Financial sector has been percolating along, the market's been doing well, but so now he says, I haven't been paying too close attention to this. This needs my socialist attention right now.
Well, you know, when profits become a four-letter word, then what you're really doing is you're attacking one of the essential foundations of capitalism.
Correct.
And to your point, they don't like capitalism. He doesn't like capitalism. Although I do find it funny looking at all the money that President Bill Clinton made. I wonder how Obama's going to turn down all those multi-$100,000 speaking engagements.
Yeah, well, he won't, is the answer. He won't. And I'm sure Michelle, like Hillary Clinton, will go out and make some money on her own.